That's quite a face to put a smile on, that's for sure. Okay.
Yeah, some of the old jokes never die. You know what I'm saying? They're just classics.
Like Pecorino.
So, God, this guy. This is one of the most elegant wines.
Now, right about this time in the movie, Eric Idle would jump into the scene and go, now for something completely different.
Jeez. This is where I really love the Italian white varietals.
Wow.
We were talking earlier about some obscure varietals. This is not so obscure, but you don't taste a lot of it.
It's pretty obscure, okay?
There's already a new vintage out, but the depth of this vintage and the color, it's
well,
beautiful.
it's kind of, it reminds me, because of its scarcity of the Ribolla Giallo we did last month,
right,
you know,
yeah.
because you don't see that very often, you know. But wow. And now, are there two different wines in the world than the two we just tasted?
No.
I mean, think about it. I mean, those
Right.
wines are so different. They're so far
And
apart.
both great in their
Both
own right.
delicious and
But
both.
the elegance and the complexity of this is
Yeah, this is
blowing
pretty.
me away.
This is crazy. This is really
This
nuts.
is a 98 for me.
$24.99 on the shelf, $13.99 reorder price.
So let me ask you a question.
97.
Would you walk into a wine shop, if you're a reasonably educated wine drinker, not just, you know what you like, you understand a little bit about the cabs and all those things, and the guy says, hey, trace this Pecorino, and what does he slap you?
Well, no, I mean, I'd ask him what it tastes like, and then what he or she should ask me is, what do you like? You know, that's the first question I always ask
But
somebody.
wouldn't it be something I like to be experimental?
Well, if you want to be experimental, and some people are, but you kind of want to, you want to keep them in their comfort zone, you know.
So
I
Lisa took us we went to New York. Lisa took us on the train to Brooklyn, a little wine shop, no bigger than the studio, and she says, come on, Dad, let's buy this wine. I want to taste it. I said, okay. So I reached the bottom shelf. It's a Sicilian Nero d'Avola. It didn't say the varietals on it, but assuming that's what it is. And she goes, it's Dad, it's bush vines, which I was impressed that my daughter knew what that was. Natural yeast, you know, and no.
Ooh,
and
boy,
no
they're really
manipulation.
playing with fire.
And so I put it up on the thing, first of all, and the woman rings it up. She goes, $75.
Oh,
like, what?
Holy
For
mackerel.
Sicilian red, $75. I said,
Yeah,
okay.
and they're closer to Sicily than we are.
And so I take it to the hotel, and it's terrible. It's
Oh, you're
absolutely
kidding.
terrible.
Oh, God, no, that's
And
terrible.
my daughter goes, but Dad, it's cool because it's, you know, I said, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care if it's got a bush grapes or if it's natural yeast or not. A lot of wines are made on natural yeast.
Whose fault is this?
No. you know,
Whose
I'm
fault?
like, come on, Lisa.
Whose dad is in the wine business?
Yeah, she's a very talented cook and
Yeah.
chef. And so she's like, the story is important, but not that important.
No, it's
Anyway.
all about the story.
Jeez.
And the story
Anyway.
on this is it's fabulous. $13.99. I'm doing a 94. Yeah, 96.
I'm a 98.
Love it.